Welcome to the Instagram stories for Tuesday, October 19th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Today, slow news day in the Instagram world, but there was a really good article on Lifehacker a couple weeks ago that I want to talk about. It's a beginner's guide to making TikToks people will actually watch. Obviously, the rules that apply to TikTok mostly all apply to Reels, so we'll get right into it. First, they recommend spending some time on the For You page, which could mean watching Instagram Reels. This will give you an idea of what sort of content is popular and what content gets a lot of engagement. The article recommends using the hashtag trend alert and searching for that trend to see what experts are recommending as trending on the platform. If you don't feel comfortable dancing, and I do not, they recommend working on lip sync videos to trending audio clips so that you can convey information or tell a joke, which is another creative way to go about it. They also recommend checking to see how other people are using the same sound or sound effect and how people are doing that most recently. They have a really good recommendation in the article. How can I make this trend or sound unique for me and the way I'm expressing it in this video? Which is a really good way to think about it. You can, of course, record videos with your own voice using the voiceover feature, which is something that they recommend. One of the things that Instagram has added recently, which is really important, is the ability to lower the sound of the audio clip that you're using and boost up your recorded voice, or vice versa, depending on how it should fit the video. One thing they do recommend, and I 100% agree with this, is to keep your videos short. Just because it can be 60 seconds or 3 minutes on TikTok does not mean that it should. And actually, the key metrics that the algorithms use for TikTok and Reels is watch time. So if people don't watch all the way to the end of the video, your views will be lower. If it's so short that they watch it multiple times, well, you're going to do better in the algorithm. Don't give viewers a reason to scroll. Make every second of that video extremely watchable. The article also recommends making sure that you add text or captions to give everyone a clear idea of what's going on. I cannot stress enough how often people watch videos but have forgotten their headphones, so maybe they have to watch with the volume off, or they have some sort of accessibility issue. However, they recommend in this article not to put the text so low that it's obscured by hashtags, or to the right of the screen on Instagram where the like button is, or the comment button, or the share button, because if you put text there and no one can see it, it's basically useless. They do recommend putting the subject of the video in the center of the frame, which is very easily forgotten sometimes. Don't ever use landscape for these videos. That would be holding your phone sideways. You want to hold your phone the long way like a phone. TikTok and Instagram are optimized for vertical video, most importantly. And lastly, the article recommends, and I agree, using hashtags with your Reels or TikTok content is definitely going to be worth it, especially if you just use a couple of them to keep that caption short. As always, if you would like to read the text of this article, you can get a link directly to it in the show notes of the podcast, which you can find on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get podcasts. Just look for the Instagram stories. That's it for today's show, but come back tomorrow for more Instagram strategy, tips, news, and more.